Hey, what's up everybody? This is E. This is my vlog where I review novels and film mostly. So, in this video I want to talk about Rover, which is a new film. It's an Australian film starring Guy Pearce and Robert Pattinson. So in this film, it's far from flawless. It's worth talking about because of two things. One, you probably haven't seen it. And two, even though it's not the best film ever made, it's far from it actually. We need more of it, I think, because the industry these days is saturated with movies that are unoriginal, and if this movie's anything, it's original. Well, not so original, but it's going in the right direction. It's not very strong in the plot department, although, but it's still very much a creative movie, and it opens up a door for movies that want to go in a more creative direction, more artsy direction, and much more substance and humanity, I think. So the big downside of the film is this: while it is commenting on the nature of humanity and people in general. In this case, it has a very cynical answer to it. Not without a sliver of hope, which it quickly rips apart from us at the end. It fails to develop the situation as it should. The story is underdeveloped, basically. The plot is very simple. Someone stole Guy Pearce's car right in the beginning of the movie, and then there he goes. He moves mountains to get his car back, and you don't really know why. I know there's a backstory to it, and you do figure out why at the end he has to get his car back. But it's a it's a pretty good premise. I agree, but it lacked something to propel the story and make it more interesting. It lacked a subplot, or at least a plot twist somewhere. It was very straightforward. Consequently, I thought, even though the characters were relatively strong, thanks to Guy Pearce, he doesn't have to say much to show you who he is, or his characters. And surprisingly, Robert Pattinson, the plot, he's really good in this too. The plot didn't ask for too much of them, I thought, and they could have, because they really were really good characters. I felt like there's only about 3 or 2 times throughout the whole movie where the film itself asked for them to show themselves their true nature, and for the actions to actually move the story forward. And a lot of the other times it was just filled with staring out the car window and sleeping on the dirt, and how it's not it's like a post-apocalyptic Australia or something like that. And it could have had more action, I think, or at least it could have been shorter, like 20 minutes shorter. Cut some of this stupid stuff out, and yeah. But there's some action in there. It's a good movie. The film's aesthetic is to be commended. Its beauty is what ultimately saves it from an untimely death. Although it's bleak, the Australian outback is not the worst place for a post-apocalyptic disaster, I guess. Humanity is not completely lost in this world. There's still brothels, still money, still guns, cars, brotherhood to some extent. And even though it's warped or twisted a little bit in this in this future, it still exists. So humanity's still there. And also, who knew? Another good thing about this film, man, Robert Pattinson. Whew, he has the chops. I saw Cosmopolitan, and I'm not even gonna talk about the movies he did before this. But yeah, this is the first time I ever seen him lose himself in a character, and if he does this in this next film, I'll watch it. And you never know what he can pull off. This is a really good film. He was a full-blown fucking human being in this movie, man, and it was really good. I think you should check it out. If there's any reason to check this movie out, to check out Robert Pattinson's acting in this. It's I think the best thing about this movie. Guy Pearce is a badass. He's just Guy Pearce, great performance, and not too much material in the plot though to so he could maybe win some awards off this character. But it is what it is. Pretty straightforward movie. the lack of story, plus in my opinion, the sluggish pacing of the film could have been shorter, I thought, or more action, more plot. Although it's creative and well acted, and beautiful as can be in post-apocalyptic Australia, it keeps it short of 3 stars. It's almost there. The potential's there to be a 3 out of 4 star film. I gave it. I only gave it 2 out of 4 stars. So, just a thought on Rover. Go watch it if you can on DVD or something. Download it. Watch it online. I don't think it's in theaters. Limited release, I think. So, but yeah, link below for the full written review. Check it out.